Hey, Bleedbigblue, except for the podcast. Just wanted to come talk to you guys. Sorry I'm a little late with it this week. Main reason being I've been a little irritated for obvious reasons, just like you guys are irritated. Losing to Philly, then losing really any hope of any playoff. Was it realistic to think we were going to make the playoffs? No, but it was nice to have that hope. And now that hope's gone. And now I'm going to see where this team goes now. That hope is gone. But hey, it's that time of the week where we break down the game. It's a list of glory and list of shame. I'm going to try to start it off positive, even though, I think only the first half was positive in that game. But, number one on my list of glory. I almost think he's going to be it every week. It's Saquon Barkley.
You just made the list!
Ended up with over 100 yards, touchdown, 7 catches for 41 yards receiving, and a touchdown. Those are great stats. And the funny thing is, he got 99% of them in the first half. Now the problem being is what happened in the second half, and why is this monster of a game, not doubled up? It makes no sense to me. But hey, I'll get into that a little bit later. But hey, Saquon, keep playing the way you play. I love that you don't talk; you just do your business, and you're absolutely the best kind of New York football giant right now. And I'm proud of you for that. So, hey, welcome to the list of glory, Saquon. I'm sure you're gonna be on it many more times. So props to you, Saquon. Number 2. You know what? I pulled this one maybe a little out of my ass. But I was looking into the game, and somebody I want to give props to, who's plays pretty well, but just doesn't give the credit, is number 2, Rhett Ellison.
You just made the list.
He had 4 catches for 77 yards. He definitely had a couple big passing plays during the game, and for some reason he's almost taken over as the starter for Evan Ingram, which again, I'm going to get into that a little bit later as well. But Rhett Ellison plays well, man. He does what he has to do. The main thing is he's blocking, which is, I think, the reason Evan Ingram's not seeing the field. But hey, he's catching the ball, he's blocking, he's doing what the tight end's supposed to do. So, props to you, Rhett Ellison. Welcome to the list of glory. And number 3 on my list of glory, I gotta give credit to this kid. I was skeptical about the signing when we signed him. Corey Coleman.
You just made the
Welcome
list.
to the list of glory. You know why it's nice, Corey, that you're on this team? Is I definitely think there's potential there as a wide receiver, but our special teams has been upgraded tremendously. You actually have a shot to take it to the house. Seems like almost every time you touched it, and that's a nice feeling to have, because we know we didn't have that feeling with guys such as Dwayne Harris and about the countless other people we've had this year as far as returning kicks. So hey, Corey Coleman, props to you. Thanks for making the special teams a little bit better, and welcome to the list of glory. Now, let's get into the negative, because that's where I'm probably spend most of my time today. Because, let's be honest, we just lost our only hope for making the playoffs, which was minimal at best, but hey, we lost. First on my list of shame is Pat Shurmur.
Shame.
You are on my list of shame.
Shame.
You
Shame.
make me question so many of your calls, and that's the problem. Is like, hey, just do what you have to do. I like the aggressive nature that you're trying to pull. It just doesn't make sense sometimes. Whether it was a 2-point conversion on the first touchdown, why? On a game that ended up, it was literally a rivalry game that's always close, you're going to sit there and chase points. I don't understand it, but you did it. And of course, we came up short. And that point definitely could have helped us out. But also, why is Saquon Barkley taking a series off in the third quarter? It makes no sense. This kid, number 2 overall pick. This is supposed to be a desperate time on our team. All hands on deck. Let's go for it all. And you have Saquon sit on the bench. Makes no sense whatsoever, especially with the game he was having already in the first half. You hindered him from having a historic game, from just having a good game. Not to mention, so Saquon touches the ball 5 times in the second half, and Odell touches it twice. Is there a problem with that, where our 2 superstars on offense, when we need to score points, aren't touching the ball? Shermer, you're either overthinking yourself, or maybe a little bit blames on Eli. I don't know. But I don't like where you're going with this. I don't like the fact that you're benching Ingram and pretty much barely playing him, which I could definitely see you're probably going to trade him in the offseason, unless, he comes around to whatever you want him to do. And I just want to know, do you and Eli talk? Are you telling Eli to be more aggressive? Are you telling Eli to be conservative? I don't know. Because every time a mistake happens, I'm trying to figure out who to blame on it. And the problem is I don't know. And I think it's really becoming both. But Pat Shermer, you're making way too many mistakes. You keep coaching like this, I don't really think you're going to be long for New York. But shame on you, Pat Shermer, for coaching the season the way you have. Number 2, Eli.
Shame.
Eli. I don't know what to do with you. Obviously I'm a fan. And honestly, percentage-wise, you're being safe with the ball. But that's not the Eli I watched for 15 years. It was the Eli being safe with the ball. Now, the Eli that got picked off at the end of the half, when we probably should have been scoring points, whether it was a field goal or maybe we got a cheap touchdown, who knows. But with that little time left and you're throwing it in the middle of the field where you think, Odell's getting doubled, and there's definitely going to be a safety over top, you get picked off, we don't score any more points. Again, points at a premium in that game could have meant everything. So, Eli, you had a decent game, but you know what? It wasn't good enough. And like I talked about with the Pat Shermer, I don't know if it was on you not getting the ball to Odell or the plays being called. I don't know. But you should be veteran enough to be audibling to these players, whether it's Saquon, whether it's Odell, Sterling Shepard. We're playing against one of the worst secondaries in the league because they're rattled with injuries, and we can't take advantage of it. It's not acceptable. Not in a game that we needed. So shame on you, Eli. You're making a list of shame. And number 3, I had a problem with this throughout the game, and I can't pick just one player because everybody was doing it. It's overall tackling. I don't know if you guys just forget to how to wrap up. I think I saw Landon Collins do it. He's the only one who knows how to tackle. Because I see you guys getting the plays, stop people in the backfield, but can't wrap up, and they still end up making 5 yards. This is the garbage kind of play that is just unacceptable, and you guys should be, judging yourselves. You should be getting on other players for missing tackles like that. It just makes no sense, and it seems like you guys didn't even care. No, they got 5 yards on us, oh well. When you could have stopped them in the backfield. And that happened continuously, especially in the second half. It's not good, especially for some guys that are going to have to try to make teams next year. You're putting that on film. As you guys can tell, I'm a little frustrated this week. I love my Giants, but like Marco was talking about, we need to start looking toward the future and how we're going to rebuild this thing. I'm going to keep watching because I bleed big blue. Always.